So hi everyone. We will here for just more 5 minutes. I think I'm audible, huh? Team. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Team, let me know when to start it, when to start a session and all. Okay.
Okay, sir, we'll let you know. We'll just wait for another 5 minutes.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. I hope I'm audible. Welcome back to CyberSprint, organized by the Codecrafters Society in collaboration with Nilgiri and Kanha House. CyberSprint is a 10-day journey designed to empower you with foundational to advanced concepts in cybersecurity. Today is day 3, and I am elated to continue this exciting journey with all of you. Today's session is Web Vulnerabilities and Reconnaissance, where we'll dive into the exciting world of web vulnerabilities and learn the art of reconnaissance, a fundamental skill for cybersecurity professionals. Here's what's on the agenda: the basics of HTTP, HTTPS, headers, sessions, and cookies to understand how web communication works, exploring OSINT techniques and popular tools for gathering critical web target information, an in depth look at web vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross site scripting, cross site request forgery, and insecure direct object references. A hands on practical segment where we'll use tools like Nmap, GoBuster, and Burp Suite to identify and exploit these vulnerabilities in a secure lab environment. This session is designed to give both beginners and enthusiasts a solid foundation in web pen testing methodologies and the skills to identify and mitigate vulnerabilities effectively. If you have any doubts throughout this session or want to ask any question from our esteemed guests, drop it in the G form provided in the chat box. Towards the end of this session, we will have a Q&A segment where these questions will be forwarded to our guest. And without further ado, let me introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Mr. Mayank Kumar, a highly accomplished cybersecurity professional and currently an associate security engineer L3 at PwC India. With over 2.5 years of experience at PwC, Mr. Mayank has rapidly climbed the ranks from analyst to senior analyst and now to associate security engineer, where he serves as the single point of contact for key cybersecurity operations. Some of his incredible achievements include designing and optimizing SOAR and SIEM solutions, reducing incident response times by 40%, developing automated playbooks and integration scripts, enhancing detection capabilities, and correlating thousands of monthly events, resolving critical incidents with SLA, and conducting root cause analysis for various threats, training over 35 team members and standardizing processes through SOPs while contributing to seamless operational transitions. Beyond his technical expertise, Mayank has played a pivotal role in client-led threat hunts, security audits, and compliance checks, making him a standout figure in the cybersecurity domain. We are incredibly fortunate to have him here today. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Manav Kumar. Over to you, sir. The virtual stage is all yours.
Uh, yeah, hi team. I think my introduction has been gone so far by the team members. So, if everyone allows, can you tell me like I should continue the session in English or Hindi as the team speaks?
English is fine, sir.
Okay. So I think there is a chat. There is one thing in the chat like is coding is necessary for cybersecurity. So I would say no. Cybersecurity is all about your brain perspective, like how you think, how you respond, and what is your perspective to a threat. For example, what I trying to say before I will start with my presentation and all, that is a kind of important thing, but it may sound boring for the beginners. What I will say, cybersecurity is anything like in day-to-day life when you have a physical interaction with the people, you have a defense skill, right? When anyone try to bite, try to impact you on your face, you just put your hand down, or you just when you sense heat from something, you just take off your hand from there. Why it is happening? Because you have a reflex action already on the mind, how to act for it, because you are getting pre-trained from the childhood, like you have to stay away from the heat, you have to stay away from the other harmful things that may harm your body and all. So what I will say, cybersecurity is just like that. But what is the new thing in this, that you have to be defensive on online, not on the offline. Currently, I'm a blue team expert. So from uh, in the start, I was a red teamer. Now I am a blue teamer expert. So to be a proper blue teamer, you need to be a proper red teamer first. You need to know like how the thing is happening. Then only you can defend it. So there is a common term also you are going to listen every day. Like for a proper defender, you need to be a proper attacker. So when we go for the topic like web vulnerabilities and reconnaissance, is the thing that you have to understand is that everything is on the internet. Now the current why cybersecurity is important in a current world. You have gone through a recent war that we have between Pakistan and India. So what you have seen in the news and in the other domains is that the war is not just offline on the border; it's online also. Like we have received multiple alerts. There is a map generally in a cybersecurity framework where we received malicious connections from all over the world. During wartime, I was also performing my live threats on during the war because of to in safeguard our infrastructure and all, because we contribute more to the country. So what I saw is that from all over the world we received multiple connections to our server. Why that is required? I will just explain you a small scenario. Like during wartime, as you all know that the communication is going on the radio frequencies and all, right? So when you can't access the radio frequency and the satellite conversations that require encryption and all, that is all encrypted communication, so you can't get access to that. But if you want to, you need a nearest connection. So for a nearest connection, you need to get into the IP. Means IP just like a road, like a path. Like in order to go to your home, you need a specific path to reach out to a home from your one of the destination to another destination. That is the only role IP used to play. IP just a part for the communications. If you want to do communications from A to V, you need a path. So that is the IP for us. Now, how apart from IP, we have some all the things are rated on the IP only. So when you go for the web vulnerabilities and the reconnaissance part, it is all about what are the threats we are going to cover online. Uh, from here till now, what I'm trying to say is that in that war time, we have a raid map over all over the India. Means all over the world, hackers are trying to get into the Indian system to know exactly what is happening, because you know the media and everything else is all are scripted and everything else. No one will share the information correctly because of the safeguard of the nation. We can't disclose many information into that. So protecting that thing is for to in order to protect that thing, you have to think like that. Like how I can get into the system, we need to secure that very thing and all. So if you have any questions, you can ask me right now. Like what you think, or you have anything basics information you required from me right now. Or I can start with my PPT. I have prepared a simplified PPT in order to make you understand about the things and all. So, Tim, should I continue with my PPT, or you have some questions and all?
Sir, you may continue with your PPT. The question and answer segment we are doing towards the end of the session.
Yeah, nice. Do let me know when my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So from here we will go for the like from open source intelligence, like OSINT stands for open source intelligence, to exploitation, like essential concepts and what are the hands-on learning that we are going to cover. The session is generally for the persons who are deeply curious related to the cybersecurity. Like the thing is that cybersecurity is very new to the persons. Like what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a simple thing. Anything which is protecting or which is getting protected by us in reference of the online documentation or online data. That protection thing is called the protection method or protection thing. The protection way is called the cybersecurity. Okay. So we will start with a simple thing. I think most of the people like what is the HTTP and the HTTPS fundamental. Means HTTP is the unsecured protocol layer of the communication, and HTTPS is the secured form of the communications. After that, we have open source platform and the reconnaissance. Like basically, there are various open source platforms which makes us understand like what are the things that we. For example, anyone say you like Gandhi Mark or Gandhi Chowk. So what you ask first time, किसके नजदीक है भाई, कोई आसपास, give me something, कुछ और information दो. You can't reach directly to Gandhi Chowk. Why? Because Gandhi Chowk, the name is a common forum. You need something. So open source platform is that platform. If you get an IP, just 10 some digits will not tell you like what is this. You need to know the information. what are the things going on, and which from where this IP is generating, and how it is related to the different things. Apart from that, we have common web vulnerabilities. We have actually there are a lot of web vulnerabilities in the market right now. You can also create one of your own. Any new method of getting into the network is and destroying the security protocols is like a web vulnerability only. Web penetration testing is also a structured approach, like means it is also a kind of approach only, like how you are finding the vulnerabilities and all. Then we have the question and answer takers and hands-on demonstrations. Now we will start with the learning objectives, like what you are going to achieve. Like first thing that the concept is why HTTPS, sorry, why HTTPS, not HTTP. You are going to get it. Now, second thing is that what are the open source platforms and tools and techniques we are using to analyze an IP that comes into our environment. Then we have the web vulnerabilities that we have already, like web vulnerabilities, like uh, means you can say that there is a door and you have just put on a physical lock on it. It can be breaked. So the method that can be breaked and you can access to a network, it is a web vulnerability. And then there are few pen testing methodologies, like how we are performing our security testing on our platform. Then we can also talk about the real world exploits. So when we come to the HTTP, it is that some most important thing is that you can relate HTTP with a lock which has a password. Means the physical lock you can categorize the HTTP which can be breaked by the physical method, and the HTTPS is a lock which needs a password. That password which can be only decoded by the user. Means the thing is what I'm trying to say is that HTTP is completely unencrypted. What is unencrypted means anyone, for example, with the HTTP method of communication, you are communicating with someone. You just text someone from here to a person in Russia with HTTP. If anyone can get into your network, he can read it. He has the read capabilities. He can see what you are sending, and he can also edit it, decrypt it. But when you come to the HTTPS one, it's the complete locked envelope. What do you mean by locked envelope? Is that if anyone opens, data will be lost. No one is going to access to your data. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me share. I think my camera is off, right? Sorry for that. Sure. Basically, HTTPS is a complete. What I'm trying to say, HTTPS is a complete secure protocol. Like it is a logged envelope for you. If anyone tries to open it, first he will not try to open it because it is completely encrypted. Getting there is a very big job. If he gets there also and try to open it, the data will be lost. Means your data is completely protected. Your data is hidden. Also, the thing is that you can see this particular small diagram that I'm going to say. There is a client, let it be X client, and there is a server. He tried to communicate it, something like some. The thing is that why it is more important for day-to-day purpose. Like you are a client, you are accessing a network, and it is HTTP protected. Now, when you give the user ID and password into it, this envelope in this connection is connecting your user ID and password. When anyone tries to enter into this communication here, he can read your user ID and password. Now he will access your network without doing any type of without doing any type of red teaming activity or hacking activity. He can get into your system because he has now your user ID and your password. Just he will enter with any of the network in the any of the network of your system of your interface, and he will give your ID and password, and he can have a connection on this. Many apart from HTTP, there are many email phishing also. Like I will tell you one general incident. It means actual incident. There is an incident in the Bank of Bangladesh. What happens there? Means there are one HTTP communications communicated with every domain of email IDs there that are in the Bank of Bangladesh. Means all the Bangladesh employees had their email ID and their email domain system. He sends randomly to a phishing mail to everyone. No one sees it HTTP or HTTPS because basic understanding of these things, I think many one don't know. According to me, everyone, either you are from the cybersecurity, if you are using a device, you should know these protocols. So it was mad. There are few persons who has clicked that link and they have the access of the network. Now, interestingly, what happened? As they have access to it, a Trojan was already intagged into that website. I think many one here is beginner. So I will say Trojan is a kind like we have virus. There is also called Trojan. Why Trojan like virus is made to infect your computer? Means I can't take your data from your server. Means like for example, you can say that I have sent to a terrorist was sent into a country just to do blast and get killed. He didn't want information. He just want to create a panic situation in the country. Similarly, is the virus. Virus just get into your system and start shouting and start infecting everything which comes into the faces in order to have a chaos in your system. But he will not take your data and take it outside. Similarly, there is a called Trojan. What Trojan do? He just silently get into the environment. Means just like a raw agent or some raw agent getting into the other countries and getting he just to get into the system. He will not make any noise. He will have a silently, quietly, and he tries to steal data only in order to. He will try to steal the data in a way in which you will never recognize. So in that case, what happened? A Trojan was get into the system, and apart of that, Trojan is capturing the data. That Trojan is capturing the data when the person is doing log off or hibernating mode or switch off. Means in your screen you will be seeing a so normal circle shut down or turn off. In that phase of fraction of 5 to 10 seconds, he just get captured all the activity sessions data from the cookies and other ways and stored it and silently send it to the user who has put Trojan into that computer. So why I am telling you this is I will come to the point. Otherwise, the session is not so long, and I have to give you the knowledge, many things, and I need to share many things that I know and try to communicate also in a simpler manner so that you can understand why this is the things. Now there is a Swift network in the bank. All the banking communications in the world is going through the Swift network. What is Swift network is very secure. You can't hack it. Till now, it is not hacked. You can't hack it. It is very heavily encrypted network. Is that? For that network is used by the banks for the transaction of the money and the other important things. So no one can hack the Swift network, but he has accessed the Trojan and he has captured the user ID and password of the admin who has the access of Swift network. Now you can't hack the Swift network. But he has opted a opposite way to get into the Swift network. He has went now why it has happened because the employee was not aware about this. If they are aware about this, it will not happen. It will never will be happen. Apart from that, they have access the Swift network and just put a request of around it was $200 million, $200 billion. Means the thing is that what I'm trying to say, it all this story has a long way. We will connect sometimes. If anyone now wants to know, they can connect with me personally. I will tell you complete. I have worked on it, so I have the complete knowledge on it, and I can share this thing because I have worked freelance as a freelancer on it. I was not working as an employee, so I will be not sharing these things on it. So I really read this and analyzed this incident. So the thing is that the secured connection is still important. So whenever you get a URL, many of you are sharing your data or just you can say that you are distributing your data online because like to download the movies or get access to any sites which will not charge you money for the information, but they will charge you redirection. They will redirect you for 2 to 3 pages. After that, click link, wait for 5-10 seconds. That 10 seconds, what they are doing? Many ones say, oh, they are using the AdSense. No, they are not using the AdSense. And by any mistake, you clicked one single ad, your device is compromised. Your device is completely compromised. Your data is getting read by some Trojan. If you want to know that you have a Trojan in your system, go to the file info. You will get many encrypted files which you can't open it with a lot of integration, but it's taking the space. What is that? That is basically virus or a Trojan into your system, into your mobile. Many of you can go to the file manager and see some Android files or some core text files where you will receive a lot of integration just. There is a file, but it will not open and it will no purpose in your system. You will even not recognize the naming style also because it will be named as 015DF76 like that. So these are getting vulnerable on that. So whenever from now on, whenever you're getting into website, whenever you're getting clicked on any link, do have this understanding why it is HTTP or HTTPS. Now, when we come to the port difference, it is something which is a bit advanced level. The currently what I am talking about is a beginning level. Anyone can do this. And everyone should have understanding of this. Now we will come to the port difference. HTTP uses port 80 for the communications, and why it is mentioned like port 80, port 443, how you will get it. When you dive in into the cybersecurity framework, now what I am talking about is one who is seeking for the future in cybersecurity and who want to do something in the cybersecurity. This information is valuable to them. Those who need to have the understanding of cybersecurity, it may not be important to them. So whenever you see the logs, you get the logs of any communications. When you analyze anything, you get a logs for that sessions from that IP. So you will see a port. There is a port written, destination port or source port. If it is used port 80 for the communications, it is clearly mentioned that is HTTP. That is HTTP based communication, because many times when you analyze the logs, you will just get a IP and a port. You will not get the URL. So at that time, when you get a port 80, you should just keep on remember port 80 means it is used for the HTTP. Similarly, when it is port 443, it is HTTPS. Means there is no need to take tensions. Many times you will when you will be, or there are many who are in the cybersecurity. So whenever you get a port 443, you can completely relaxed on, like, oh, it's okay, the communication is secure. Now, when we go to the next point, the real world impact is that always verify the padlock icon and HTTPS in the address bar before sharing sensitive data. That I have already mentioned. The protect your means like protect your financial and personal information. I think financial information. Why I am trying to say, when you get, I will give you a small example for that. How it may impact your financial information. For example, you just access to the Chrome in order to fetch your summary statement of your bank account. You just put a user ID and a password. Now there is a term called cookies which need to keep a session ID. Like in any bank protocol, your session ID is active for minimum 1 to 2 minutes. In that 2 minutes, you have done your work in the first 30 minutes or 40 seconds. You just cached it and you just downloaded your statement summary and you just kept it open. Now you just start hovering your Google for anything else and you just click on a website. It directed to the Chrome, but it has a Trojan website. Now what he will do, he will capture all the data of the active sessions which is getting run in your background. Because when you get into websites, he will capture all the data on the cookies currently and everything. So he will have your ID, banking ID, and a password. Means your completely financial information is shared with him. And there are many websites in the world, not in India. In India, many things are secured. If you remember earlier, for Google Play transactions, you didn't require the OTP. You just have a card number, CVV. You can get the transaction done. And there are many websites still in the market which needs that only. I will not share that information because many one will use in a bad way. So that is the reason you need to be extra cautious whenever you get access to the website, whether it is HTTP and HTTPS. Guys, if I am a bit fast on my things, you can slow me down. You can tell me. I'm sharing my screen, so I was not visible to your screen. Anyone can speak up and tell me. So till now, it's everything clear. Like uh, now, everyone, either you are beginner or you are advanced or you are working in some company. Do you have an idea of what is HTTP and HTTPS? Mm, Tim, anyone can confirm? Okay, let's see that. Okay, you're doing thumbs up. Great. Now let's go to another topic that we are going to cover. Now we will go for the sessions and the cookies explained. What is the session characteristics and what is the cookies characteristics? Now, session is basically, you can say that it is a server side storage. What I'm trying to say is that you have a server. What is server? Server is connected with an IP. Server means it is an address of one of your prime location where you are storing your data, where is pre-saved data is stored. Now, when you talk about the storage location, it is the storage within web browser, means cookies for a frequent time. You have that is not your saved data. That is the data that you have accessed for your something, some personal uses or some other things that is a part of your day-to-day life. Now, the second thing that can be character, how you will differentiate like it is a session ID or it is a session characteristics or cookies characteristic is that every session has a unique ID. Often in a means there is some ID written there. Like if you have joined Google, there is followed by the ID. A specific example like logging in career session to identify the user means until unless you put a specific user ID or password or something, it will not get in. Means you will not get into a session. It is a bit of means it is not so beginner level. It just have an understanding of that, like what is basic characteristics of the session and the cookie. You can have a in a layman terms, you can understand cookie is a temporary storage of data and session is a permanent storage of data. Rest I will share you the PPT if anyone require that, but I think my PPT chat GPT has more information than my PPT currently, or Google, even Google has also. Now we will go for the next topic, that is the mitigating web security risks. It's like first is the session hijacking. What I'm trying to say with the session hijacking is that that I have to, they means like once I have let's talk on the real world example. Don't go for something factual that you can get on the internet. What you can't get in the internet, that I'm going to convey to you. Like earlier I have mentioned Bank of Bangladesh case that you have all remembered. So that is the first thing that a session hijacking is like. He didn't hack the Swift network. He just steal the credentials of the admin and get into that. He tried to impersonate. After that, he put a request of $200 billion to the United Banks of America. I need a $200 million from my deposit, from my country's deposit, because it is a national bank of Bangladesh. So all the people's accounts and all the assets can be valued as that. So he is demanded $200 million. So does the owner of that session, that ID has put a request? No. It is the hacker who has still the valid session IDs and all that important credentials needed and impersonate like he is the admin who is putting a authenticate or legit request to the bank. Now, when you go for the cookie theft, stolen cookies allows impersonation attacker reuse it. It is a very basic thing. Why, like cookies theft is like a very small thing. Like you have pre-saved cookies, you have access to. You have pre-saved cookies like that. I talk about cookie theft. You can relate with the daily. I will give you daily life example. Like you have access to your Chrome, your LinkedIn, your banking ID, anything Like banking ID has a time limit of 2 minutes, but Facebook, Insta, other IDs, social media websites, they have the access of almost 5 to 6 hours minimum. Even you are using iPhone also. If you have opened something there in your Chrome extension, not in the app, it will be open. So after keeping that sessions, I think most of you, when you will open your tabs, I can guarantee you have 50 plus tabs open in your Chrome. That is a completely vulnerable activity. Why it is? Because after keeping that 50 tabs open and it has a very useful information, when you just now you are just having a chit chat and now you're scrolling Instagram, some ads come because Instagram has the access rights, you have provided access right. So it can generally show you the reels or show you the trends that you are keen to, that you are hope to do so. You get a link, you clicked it, you redirected to a website which has already a Trojan web website, but you need the data on for free of cost. You need to book a ebook, you need to download something specific with free of cost without giving thing. So the thing is that you first have to create your mind in the cybersecurity field. Nothing is free, bhai. Nothing is free. They are taking something more valuable than they are giving you. No, not there is. So be extra cautious when you anytime, anywhere. If you get something free in the internet, just have few security checks like the websites, website protocols, and what are never. If you want, like if you want to get the data, just wait for 10 seconds. Don't click on the ad, anything else, because I will tell you one thing. When you see anytime you get a pop up like click for 10 seconds, click the ad and wait for 10 seconds. This type of common ad protocols which are currently trending in the market. What do you people do? You click on the ad. I will give you one solution for it. You want to download the data without the risk of getting lost of your data, and you want that data. Do one thing. Don't click it. Just wait for 10 seconds. You wait for 15 seconds. If it is written 10, it will automatically the link will come to you. And when always you open the security protocols and try to get the files from the GitHub that are the secured should I think many things you will get that from the GitHub on the study purpose. For the movie and all, there are few secured APKs in the market. You can get access to that. Or when you download it, you can have a secured gateway communications. There are few browsers in the market which has a secured protocol layer which did not allow the AdSense and all, like Brave, and there are few also website Chrome. Don't I think for accessing this type of websites, you just use the Brave browser without logging an ID, because when you access something from the Chrome, you didn't allow the Chrome extension. You do allow your why Google Chrome is very harmful to you. You should know that. Because when you get, for example, you have a Google Chrome open and now you have access something which is vulnerable to your system. Now what he can access? Your all Chrome cookies data, first thing. Second, your email ID. Third, your email ID is connected with the photos. He can access your file system. Once he get into your file system, he can copy everything privacy, everything that keeps your data information private. Even many of the photos can have the screenshot of the user ID and password and the other things. He can have access to those. So try any time or every you want to get access to something, choose another browser apart from Chrome. Chrome is just for a secure communication. And I think most of you who are in this call, 99% of you are using this type of things, and it's a part of your day-to-day life, because no everyone want the free thing, and I too want the free things. Like why should I pay for the things when it is free on the online? But use a proper way. You just have a security way. Don't use Chrome for it. Use another browser without logging in, so that if any vulnerability gets into the system, he can just have a cookies data. Apart from that, he will get nothing. And also, once he entered into your system of Chrome, he has your pre-saved password that you people generally do. You save your password, and it has all data already in the Chrome. So these are the good examples which I have gone far away for the cookie theft, and the best practices that I have already tell you, like use HTTP as always, set secure and HTTP only flags, implement session timeouts, and regenerate session IDs frequently. These are the basic practices that you can follow. But what I told you is not here drafted. It is the practice hacking protocols and verify all my logs. I just get all the logs from the database. Let them follow, because more vulnerable are the one who don't have knowledge. Why? Because they are using the smartphone, but they don't know the protocols. They don't know these things. So overall, what I'm going to say, you work whatever you want to do. Like you are a IS officer, you are engineer, you are a doctor, anything. But a basic knowledge of cybersecurity is important for everyone. Many of you are going to have some Google workshops or some coding culture, code safe, and everything else. But if you relate it, there is a common term in everywhere. If you are accessing internet, if once you put your data on, you are a part of cybersecurity, because everything online, anything online is a part of cybersecurity only. Now I will tell you what is, guys, session is getting boring.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, sure. We can have in last, but you can say it. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Sir, I have three or four questions particularly, and actually, my first question is when you hunt for a particular vulnerability, right? The reconnaissance. When you hunt for a particular vulnerability
Wait,
in
wait,
any
wait.
system.
Uh, Wait 1 minute. Okay, I need to stop presenting once. Can I? Okay, you just have a this. This is the first question session. After that, I will take it in the last. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
tell me.
mean when you hunt for a particular vulnerability in any system, so
Mm-hmm.
reconnaissance is the first step, right?
Yeah.
So, means what is the methodology or what tools do you use to hunt for that particular vulnerability, and how do you choose your target actually in any particular
Uh,
platform?
I will say the first thing that you are going to capture, or that you are like if anyone comes to your home, how you know that he is your known ones or he is the unknown ones?
Um, According to the previous information, if I know him, then it is very useful. They
Yes,
need to
you
be
have
very
the.
easy.
So you have the answers. The first reconnaissance is the data identification. Like first, the thing is that in the reconnaissance part is that data verification. Like this data, this person, this is an ID, or this thing that that is getting accessed, or that is sending the request, is the trusted sender or not. If
Okay.
anyone unknown come to your house, what you will ask? आपको किससे मिलना है? Like to whom you want to talk? Why? Because you don't know the location, you don't know the purpose. So
Yeah.
yeah, tell me.
But sir, I have, I mean, search for different vulnerabilities, but
Mhm.
the challenges which I faced is in the first step itself. That is the reconnaissance step. No, my particular question is, it is a very particular question. Like, uh, there are different kinds of websites, right? If I talk about WAPT, that is web application penetration testing. So in that means one the large scale websites and small scale websites are there. So what is the, I mean, methodology that you follow? When, like, do you follow from the first step itself, like using Nessus and different tools like that, or Bobs directly?
Uh, Take yeah, to be true. Oh, sorry, it's someone else. What you told that you are talking about the tools, right? Like
Yeah.
what are the basic tools that you need to implement? That is the high level implementation. The first thing that you need to create is that how a communication established is that simple what the first thing that you should know is the search engine record. Let me show you. Your answer will be done just in the next slide. I got your point. Means all you want to know that how using the tool you will able to know like this particular thing is legit to me or is not legit to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to know like what kind of particular vulnerability is there? Different vulnerabilities are there, like OAuth top 10 and all those things. So how do I identify that?
That is a very high basic things that you're talking about, that are the Google things that you're talking about, but in reality that is thing is not so hard. I will introduce you with something that is not on the internet, that is very less on the internet, that we people do, because the thing that you are talking about is the high level hacking information where you need to deep down the data, but the basic thing and is the easiest way is the open source platform that we need to do. Just let me share my screen again. I got your point. I'm just
Okay.
clearing that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let first it should get understood by you. Then I will take that. Thank you. So this is the answer for you. What is the open source platform? Open source platform is something which is open to all, nothing else. I will not go for these lines like involving collecting and analyzing data for publicly available resource. I will show you something instead of that. Kaspersky, no. This is a tool. How many of you know that what is the virus total? Anyone who knows, like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I know.
yeah, what is this?
Sir, this is a kind of reconnaissance tool that we use for getting the different kinds of IP address, then CIDR records and all.
Means this is the first answer. This is the first answer to your question. How you will get to know this is legit or not, right?
Yeah.
For example, give him any IP. I will show you live, like
Facebook.
Don't give a why should you go for that and give random IP here. For example, I have given the private IP. Let's give it public. Now this is any IP I read it. I don't know. I just follow the protocols how to. This is the IP that I searched. What is showing the community score is the no security vendors flagged this IP as malicious. Means it is a complete secured information. So according to you people, like I'm trying to say, what is the motive of my communication in this chat? Is to think not in a way is everyone is thinking. Try to think different. So how many of you thinks that this is malicious or not? I think you have an idea of virus total. So you can say me, it is vulnerable or not? It is means it is a completely safe, right?
It may be vulnerable.
How? Can you tell me?
Virus Total and like this kind of platforms have their own kind of checklist or word list, which they will use for like known vulnerabilities. But there are new vulnerabilities, right? So we don't know whether this system is safe or not. So we need to be aware of that.
Right. But how will know? Do you know that? Like you need to say
Uh,
anyone? Yeah. Tell me.
yeah, Virus Total is one tool, right? Now there are
Yeah.
different kinds of tools. We need to use different tools, not
No. No.
only
No. No.
one.
Yeah. Let me give you one information. It's very rare that if here it is safe, here it will be malicious. No, it is not. I will show you the way. Why? The thing is that why there is a necessity of the things. The more AI is getting advanced, the more cybersecurity professional demand is increasing in the market. The thing is that What AI can't do, we need to do. Now I will show you the live. My screen is visible to you, right?
Yes,
My screen
yes.
is visible, right? Yeah. So now the thing is that how we will analyze that this IP is active or not. The first thing, no hacker, not a single hacker, will hack the website which has used the IP for the hacking, which has the malicious score. Why? Let me tell you one thing. IP is limited. There is no more IP in this world. We are just trying to for example, this IP is designed for some purpose. The purpose is over. That IP will be made again for the different purpose, because no more new IP is getting created. We are just trying to adjust. Jugaad, you can say that in Hindi, trying to adjust the things and all. So what happened? There is a real hacking activity. I will not mention the name that I generally phased out. There is a safe IP address like this who gets into my system, and initially anyone who will check, oh, this is the IP. Like my friend who just I have a communication with him, he told us check it on a different platform. He checked on the abuse IPTP, Aristotle, and there is still 1 to 2 platforms only. All are safe. It did. Oh, it's a safe IP. There is nothing to worry about. But the thing is that you have to go to the details. Now, this is the real thing. Who is lookup? What is who is lookup? He will provide you the information when the IP is made, what are the things it has been done, registration date, updation date, anything new has been observed. So generally, any IP, any URL, anything is deactivated for years and has the activity in the last 2 to 3 months. It is vulnerable to you. So what I'm trying to say, reconnaissance is not related to the tools. It is related to the methodology, means your thought process. You have to create a hypothesis, how it is vulnerable, how it is not. Reconnaissance tools that you are using is only giving you the pre-saved information. Means sorry, post-saved information. Means that is already saved or that is already has been fetched from somewhere. For something which you need to analyze is just to create a thinking. You have to create a hypothesis. Cybersecurity analysis is completely a hypothesis-based approach to a real-based scenario. You have to place yourself at the hacker, in the mentality of the hacker. Now, when you go to the details, it will give you the who is lookup, what are the things done, and every information is that. Just copy it here, paste it in the notepad, do the control F communication, and bang, you can get every information. Now, what are the things you need to keep it remember? It's a basic approach. You didn't need any advanced tool. It's the tool that you need to use is mind and common sense. You will see first thing, when was IP first activated and when was IP last seen. You can see it here. There's very much information related to this IP because I think I have randomly searched it. It is the latest information that you can see the registration date 27/1/2015 and updated on 21/4/20. Earlier, you can say this one. Registration date itna and updated date itna. What is trying to say? This is the first activity observed related to IP. This IP, and this is the downside is the last communication that has been seen from the IP. Oh, sorry. Where it is? This one. So can you map something? So what I am talking about, that IP is not created or not destroyed. It is just a transfer of the things. This is the one. You people mentioned this date. It's 2015 to 2020. And earlier you can see that for this network, they are using from 2004 to 2019. So the latest activity shows that it is a continuous registering IP. So it is legitimately, it is safe. It has nothing. Apart from that, when you do the who is lookup, so apart from virus total, you just use why virus. For example, you think that check a different open source platform? Let me tell you one thing. Not a single open source platform share the same information. They are designed for different purpose that you need to know. Virus Total is designed for who is lookup to know about the history of the IP, about all the activity of the IP. Means if you want to know the complete story of the IP, you use the Virus Total. Now you want to know the address or personality of the persons. Please, like you need to know a biodata of the things. You don't want to know the history. You just need the biodata. It is abuse IPTP. Like you get a ISP, users type, ASN, host name that are covered, from which country it is getting and from which city is getting. For this is means if you want a biodata of an IP or of an address of an URL, you go for here. If you want a history of a URL, IP, and anything, you go to this open source platform. Like this, we have various open source platform in the market designed for many things. But what I am trying to say, open source platform is just a method to know the things. The main thing is that your thought process, your way to approach, and that can only be gained by experience. It can't be gained by bookish knowledge. You need to perform some activity on it. Okay. Meanwhile, let's start the session again. I think who is lookup is done with all. Anyone who is known about Google Dorking and all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think it's about?
Sir, Google Talking is a specific search query that we use in the Google search bar to get the almost the exact information that we want.
Okay. Means basically Google Dorking is that nothing else by it is a simple Google search, advanced Google search method.
Filter,
Okay. So
filter.
yeah, it is just a filter. It means simplified way of the analyzing the things. You can say that it's a simple, just as you are people are using Google search. Similarly, it is a Google Dorking system to verify something data, or you can, for example, you want to analyze some file type which is confidential to you. You can use Google Dorking. Also, if you want to expose, you want to have a visibility or have a things to have like some exposed files, some login pages, or some directories, you can have it. So Google Dorking. So, and the third is that he mentioned Sudan search. Do you know what is Sudan search? Oh, sorry.
Searching
I need.
for
I am trying to keep the session interactive. If anyone feels anything like disturbing or anything, you can tell me. Because one-way communication is not the thing. Because we are not here to say, I am not here to only deliver the knowledge. I just want to create a mindset. If you're not going for a cybersecurity, go for the cybersecurity. This is the future. Because like to be true, there is an era of power. Okay, in 90s, who is powerful? Who has the muscular strength? In 20s, who is powerful? One who has a good weapon system, physical weapon system. Means the thing is that which persons can't do by hand, they are using machines like machine guns and different things. But in 21st century or coming generations, who is powerful? One who has access to all the information. Because currently, if you see the person who is more powerful, have you seen anyone threatening Mark Zuckerberg? Why threatening? Why Elon Musk has a very settled business? Why he has gone for the Twitter? Just for the information. The thing which has information is powerful, and in order to access the information, in order to protect the information, you need only one thing, that is cybersecurity. In the coming days, you will see, currently you can also see that the code and the basic codes that means that we are going to that not in my time, before my time, my seniors used to learn like palindrome number, even hour, these things, run this basic 10 codes for the interview. They will ask, and can easily get up 6 to 7 lakh jobs. And for the advanced jobs, you do the binary day and you do that different high level coding and all. But now, if you have a brain, if you can think, and if you want like I am a very good coder also. So why I use cybersecurity, I will tell you one thing. I don't want to do something boring. Here everything is new. We are talking here, something new is getting up, something new is building up. Okay, so anyone who can think, and who thinks that he has a capability to think, you are welcome to cybersecurity, and you can do anything you want to do. Now, for example, mm, anyone can say, that's Sodan search.
Search engine
I
for
think
hacker-
search engine for
hackers.
no. Basically, these are the bad terms. It's a simple thing. It is a search engine for is connected with the internet. Why they are using for the hackers? Because when you get the logs, it is not a normal logs that are normal people looking. Okay, like what you can do for the from the Sodan search is like some hidden devices, some hidden exposed, some hidden things that are around your network. You can get exposed to that is connected to the network and all. Apart from that, what you can do, you can for the Sodan search filter, you can use many things. Like for the organization, you can means it is also normal Google search, but it supports all the terms that has been used in the cybersecurity. For example, if you use the port 22, if it gives you the proper result, you can search with the means anything. Means you get the logs in many types, right? You get the logs in the form of operating system, you get the logs in the form of port, you get the logs in the form of country, you get the logs in form of city. Means there are a lot of bifurcation of the logs. But to sort it out, there is a search engine called Sodan search. Why? You can just search it in you want to search the network range, you can type it there, it will give you all the communication that happened in the network range. If you want, I can just show you some queries, but let me we are getting too late with the things. Again, my camera. These are the few open source tools that we generally use, but to be true, the things that you are using, it is a very common thing, like nmap for network scanner, discovering host and open ports. These are the basic things which I will clearly say. The first thing that for example, if you are using nmap, that is a network scanner, means you will be discovering host and the open ports and identify potential entry points. These things are not working in the daily life. We will talk about. These things are not used in a daily life. What is the daily life approach? Is to find a vulnerability. For a readout session, I think I need to have a practical of these things. It will give you a better overview. Anyone who doesn't know about these things, or I will go line by line and explain them. Let me know once, because I need to gear up. If possible, I will try to connect one hacking session with you all. Try to show you something how we are performing the live hacks. That is not as you people are getting read on. The thing is that what I'm trying to say, the real thing okay, I will explain it, brother, but time constraint is there. I have already had a word with the team that has conducted the session. Okay, you are new to this field and you need explanation. We will have a question session. I will get it to you. We will talk it on that. What I'm trying to say, the approach, the things, or the method of hacking that we perform for in order to compromise anything, we didn't go for that. The first thing that you should have for a hacking thing or for thing is the data, is the information, is the logs. First thing you will need to get access of that only, because currently in the market we know how to hack, and now we are as a blue teamer, so we have deployed many policies, many things in the market which is getting blocked. You people with these tools never can enter into my system because we already know these things and these are the things are applicable. But you have to a little bit knowledge or a comprehensive knowledge of these things, what these things are. Why I'm saying myself, yeah. So if you allow me, if you need a bit more, okay, just allow me 1 minute. Let me see what are the things. Okay, let's go one by one. First, I will go for the harvester. I have just put a snapshot on it. Okay, the thing is that for the, just wait for the, okay, we can cover up. Anyone from the team can know me what is the limited time that we can offer for this session? What is the last time? Like till the when we can have the session. Read a chat there, like someone has read, like I am new to this field. So for the person who is new to the field, I will just explain you. Harvester is a OSINT is written for the open source. Why open source means it doesn't cost you money to access that type of things. Okay, anyone can have access to it, because many tools in the cybersecurity field need a chargeability from your side, but it is the one who did not need the chargeability are the OSINT. Anything written as OSINT means open source, nothing else. So what is the harvester do? It gathers publicly available information, and this is crucial for reconnaissance, and it's about ethical hacking efforts. It is doing nothing. The thing is that any data which is compromised, any data which has been leaked on, any data is in the network only. Harvesters just fetch you with the data, but initially you need to have some commands, like you need some data related to some number. You need to type the number. What data he will show you the data which is already compromised and vulnerable to the market. Not only that, the current open source platform has also given you access of your location. There are various open source platform in the market which can give you the complete information of many things. Like if that particular some vulnerable app is there in his device, which is getting the access of the location, it will show you that also. When you go for the data collected, like how the filtration is done, like you have opened the harvester, you can say that, like now it is written target infosectrend.com, searching Yahoo, no IPs found, emails. I mean, basically you can see that harvester is nothing. It's a normal tool which is designed or which is fetching the data according to your need. आपको किसी चीज की जरूरत है, you need something. If you search the Google infosectrend.com, it will show the information related to infosectrend. It will not show you the data that is useful to you. But harvester is designed in such a way which is the means there is an active voice and a passive voice. I will go simple because there active voice and passive voice. The information that is getting into your internet is internet normal on a Google search is active, but the information that is getting from the harvester or the things is the passive. He is also searching from the pre-saved data only, and Google is also searching for the pre-saved data. But Google is showing in respect, like if you search infosector on the internet, he will personify the infosector. He will not show you the data that is related to it. He will show you data that is the data itself. But in the harvester, it will show you the data that is impersonifications, like what are the things related to it. Like also, it's sometimes anything exposed related to that. Means he will open up all the information in front of you, whether it is important, whether it is not important, you analyze it. Like sometimes it happens like public something vulnerable hacker has done, like I need 25 lakhs, otherwise your data will be open, will be open to all. What he is doing, he is not, you didn't pay the money and the data is open. Now you are using the harvester. The harvester will identify all the organization public for free, anything that is mentioned with that domain, for example tatacommunication.com. So he will analyze every data available on the internet on from the tatacommunication.com, and he will give to you. But Google and the other search platform is doing the filtration of it. They are putting some limitations on it. Also you will get exposed emails, and there is a very good tool that I'm going to share to you, that I'm going to share. In which of harvester you can use universal bot search in the Telegram. It was better than harvester. These are the common tools which everyone knows, but in the daily lives we are going for some basic tools which can be accessed by mobiles. Like you can go on the Telegram, you can search for the universal bot search. You can just give the mail ID there. I'm not connected with the mobile. I will show if wait. No, you can go to Telegram, search universal bot search. There is a Telegram channel. Go there, command it with the start, and just give the mobile number or the email ID. It will just work as a harvester. It is a small kind of harvester tool in your mobile, in the Telegram itself. Okay, how it works? You can see that there is a common thing. Means these things explaining like harvester d target.com b Google, d flag specifies the domain, and b flag states selects the data source. It's completely rubbish. You just go and perform it. If you want to set up a connection for it, you can ping me personally. I will give you the pathway how you can connect a harvester in your system, how you can do it. Because this is in this session, if we try to cover it simple, to harvester is the only thing for which we can talk till night. Many things is there. I am giving a basic overview of it. If you want something, I will share my WhatsApp number to you. My social media handles are, I think, already shared. You can connect with me there on the LinkedIn, on the Insta, anywhere, and you can have a discussion on it. You need something, information, materials, anything for related to it, any setup, you can connect me. I will provide you there. Now, second thing is that what is Nmap? So Nmap is basically, it is a network scanning tool, which in a common terms I will say that means it uncovers live host and open port. I think many one are not getting these terms now, like open host, uncovers live host, open ports, right? Should I go for something layman to you, if anyone beginner in the chat or in the call? You need to speak up, because I think everyone can speak now in this call, right? Or they can only chat. Anyone can confirm this?
Sir, everyone can speak if they want to.
Okay, then it's good. Then I'm not going to the chat system again. So if I will go to the Nmap in a layman term, what I will try to say. The definition you can also get in the internet, but basically you can say that the detective in the market, like you have seen Badshah, right? Badshah movie, there is a Shah Rukh Khan. So what he is doing, he is a pure example of Nmap. If you talk about, like if anyone means, yeah, that is the best example for an app. Now I got an idea. For example, you are just roaming in your college, okay, and you just saw a person, a random student. So what you will first ask? His name? No. If I remember, after name, what you will ask? My brother, from which department you are? Okay. From which section you are? Okay. After knowing that, you will ask from which group you are, and other things. So what you are doing? You are doing basically, you are trying to specify the person's data. person's personal informations. Like what are the things you can relate more related to them? Like and do you generally used to do that thing only, like does the same, but it does with the computer and the devices. Now what nmap can do, we can say that if you want to find some device on a network, like any device, or you want to check any open ports, closed ports. Also you can say nmap means basically what I'm trying to say, if you just do the nmapping related ip address. What is ip address? Ip address is the address of a specific area or the specific network or the specific path. Now what are the things that you can discover? सॉरी फॉर दैट, मैं हिंदी में समझा एक चीज बोल रहा हूँ, आई थिंक मैनी विल नॉट गेट, विल ट्रांसलेट इनटू इंग्लिश ओनली. देख भाई, अगर आप लोग एक रास्ते से जा रहे हो, यू आर गोइंग थ्रू अ वे, अब रास्ते में क्या क्या है ये तो आपको जानना जरूरी है ना. सो उस रास्ते में क्या क्या है, फॉर दैट यू आर यूजिंग एनमैप. वो रास्ते में जो जो पड़ेगा, उसी तरह एक नेटवर्क के रास्ते में क्या क्या है. क्या वो रास्ते में कोई प्रिंटर है, कोई डिवाइस है, कोई ओपन पोर्ट है, कोई क्लोज पोर्ट है. मीन्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, इफ यू आर गोइंग ऑन अ वे, if you are going through a way, and what are the things, if you are going through a way, and what are the things are going to discover. Just a minute. Tim, just give me 1 second. Yeah, so these are the basically things. Nmap is this thing only. Basically he gives you all the information that are in the network. For example, you can see here he used then the nmap for this IP, or you can say that I will start from the basics. I will try to make you understand what is happening here. We have done nmap on this IP. Okay, now it started. This is a real time frame. First he scanned the port, like TCP, UDP. TCP is like transmission control protocol, and UDP is user datagram protocol. Yeah. So TCP. So these are the few ports which has been identified. He will analyze everything. Like first you enters into a home or into an area, you get a gate. So these are the gates. What do you get? Now after that, this is the address of it, which address it is following. Now after that, these are the many things, means basically what are the, like if something gets into your path, he will start reporting everything. Oh, these are the house number, these are the tea stall, these are the Guchup charge stall, there is one healthcare beside that. Similarly, if you do nmap on a network, you get into it, he will show you everything, like completed ARB ping scan. Ping scan, what is the ping scan? Basically, in that area, anyone is alive, any person is living, and or so you saw. So sometimes ping is just like you just call a network with the name. Pinging means calling a network with the name. You are sending packets and everything else, and he will responding according to that. Everything is based on Linux. You need to have the basics of Linux for that, like ping, telnet, SSH connections, and all. They need to be done. Anyone you basic networking also you can do. After that, when he just get into the internet, he just observed parallel DNS resolution. DNS, everything DNS is your domain, like.com, anything that is related to the domain name system. It is like.com, .org. These are the domains that is parallel DNS system. Now after that, you can see that he also discovered some open port, that is TCP on this IP. Open port, that it is. Now means basically all the information that is related to that particular IP, which is vulnerable and open, he will give you all the information when you use a network mapper or nmap. Got it? Now we will go for the Go Buster. So your name itself defines its characteristics. So I will try to map it also in a layman terms for the technicality so that you can understand what is Go Buster. I think you have the harvester information. Harvester Harvester means in a layman terms usually will explain what is harvester. Harvester is one person in your block in your area which has the documentation of everything. Means your house number, your home number, your how many persons are there. Means every data of a person is stored in a block. Every block or municipality you can talk about. Similarly, the harvester is doing like that only. He's just showing you pre-saved data. Now, when you go to the Nmap, Nmap means it's like a Google map. You can say that Nmap and Google Map has the same thing. Google Map is doing the things for a street, and Nmap is doing for a same thing for a network. Like if you follow this particular IP network, what are the things and what are the things available there, and what are the things you can access to. Like for in a Google Map, it will so generally show here is the hospital, here is the Domino's, here the this thing, this house belongs to this, how they are Google Earth and how many houses are there. Similarly, in Nmap, it's a map for a IP address. In that IP address, what are the things available and how you should go into and what are things involved. These are the Nmap. The third thing that is the Go Buster. So for the Go Buster is that means is you can say that how many of you know that treasure hunt? You can react. I will see it later. So basically, GoBuster is also simply a tool. Generally, it is also used by the hackers for the reconnaissance data and other things. Something means it is a kind of. So I will I will just show you one simple thing. Like something that is hidden but can be accessed by common sense is going to do by GoBuster. Like any organization, anything, we know that there are few ID that is going to have there. First, there will be one admin account, there will be one backup storage file, and there will be some online ID interfaces that is going to deploy the day-to-day activities. Right. So when you go for the GoBuster just uses a word likes or like a folder name that you have. Have you seen any folder in your C drive slash path? Means the way the file path is defined. The similarly the we are using the GoBuster. If you go for a simple meaning, GoBuster is a fast tool of finding hidden directories and file or website. It uses a word list to brute force URLs. Nothing. But still, at the end of the discussion, GoBuster is also using a pre-saved data only that is in the system, which is getting hidden by some password or some means आपको बाहरी रूप से कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है. You are not getting visible from your naked eyes, but it is in the system. So, for example, if you perform GoBuster, so you have to give it some directory name. For directory, you have to add dir. For URL, you have to use -u. For word list file, you means there are few basic commands which is used for it. Like this one, you can see that which can be easily available on the internet on the GitHub also. Like for AWS, you are using S3 bucket. For current version we host. Why did it is said? Because you have to run it and just it is GoBuster is very simplified tool and in comparison to means overall either you are using harvester, either you are using Nmap, either you are using GoBuster, you are getting access to the data that is already in the system, and most important, that is not secured, that is not encrypted, that is just password protected, that is not heavily protected, that did not need any VPN connection to access. So these things for understanding, for accessing the information is good, but if you want to perform real hacking, the first thing which come in the market or which first thing which is that the human brain is the first based reconnaissance tool, based attacking tool, because anything that you need to do is to you have to think like that. You get the information, but you have not the mentality to think in order to attack, or in order to have the vulnerabilities. You can't access to it. So for me, the best reconnaissance tool which I will list is the human brain, and these are the few tools which you should know, like what are the things and what are the basic things or basic tools, basic way to analyze the data. Apart from that, I have not mentioned that virus totals and that we have abuse IPDP there. Anyone who need, I think we should have a small question sessions or related to these three things: the harvester, nmap और gobuster. किसी कोई है भाई, मतलब एनीवन जिसको ये लगा कि भाई कुछ समझ नहीं आया, कुछ नथिंग गोज इनटू द माइंड, एवरीथिंग सारा बाउंस बैक हो गया? गाइज, इफ एनीवन जिसको लगता है कि बाउंस बैक हो गया है, इफ यू गेट अ बाउंस बैक फ्रॉम माय साइड, यू कैन से मी. I will go more layman way. इसलिए I try to, मेरा this session is not कि I want to show you something. I just want to like getting into the cybersecurity is not that much hard. Getting to the cybersecurity is just seeking information and applying brain. If you can think, if you have the brain to think, you are not as that dull that you didn't think, you are not able to think. Nothing. You have a brain, you can think, you come to cybersecurity, explore it, explore the things, explore the many things are there to whatever. Anyone, any type of guidance or anything that you want to know, you can.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Can you please search IP or something in Google and then search it in Harvester and then compare us the difference of results of Harvester and Google.
Got your point. I think you are just allowing me to perform the. I am not set up the lab. Sorry for that, buddy. For the lab, if it is required, Harshit, are you there, or any from the member team?
Yes, sir. I'm from Broadcasting.
Hi, Anubrata. Anubrata, for that, actually, due to some urgent P1 things, I am still in the office, and my personal laptop is not with me. So sorry for that. If it is required, if you want some live demonstrations, I will show you some better demonstration. I will show you the harvester and nmap also. And I have made my own open source platform for the thinking of data. I will show you there. We can have another session in the next weekend or the coming weekend. Currently, I am giving you the overview of it.
Yes, sir. We can talk and discuss the dates after the session.
No issue. Meanwhile, anyone who, is there anyone, if anyone talk about the harvester or the nmap or gobuster, you are not going to speak, or you will say, what is this? I don't know. That's why I use the layman term to make you understand. I will just repeat it. Harvester is something which is using a pre-saved data. आपके पास पहले से data वो आपको information, you can relate as a municipality or where the stored data is there. For the nmap, you can relate it to Google Map. Just as the Google Map you use for the locations, what are the things in the path. Similarly, nmap is for the network. If you search a network or IP, so what are the things you are getting in that network IP path, it will list everything there. Now for the gobuster is just like, gobuster is some person getting hidden in a area and you are analyzing it from the CCTV and the other methods, asking people and going, you have seen this in this. But instead of that, gobuster is more predefined way where you have to just use a basic key commands and it will give you all the hidden information that is not in front of your eyes but in the system. Now, common web vulnerabilities and preventions. I will tell you one thing. Interesting part is that. Wait, let me show you something. These all the methods that you are showing now: SQL, cross-site request for the indirect for a hideout. These all are useless attacks. They have no use because there is a term called WAF. WAF, there is a protocol wireless access facility type. What does it do? First I will let me explain you what is the SQL injection and what is the cross-site scripting. So SQL injection is that do you do computer understand only two languages, that is the 0 and the 1. Apart from that, It doesn't listen to anything. He only knows only two things: what is 0 and what is 1. Now, from SQL scripting, what hacker tried to do, he tried to just print out or just prove the product, sorry. Hacker just tried to prove it. Means when you get into the system, there is a security guard. Many types of security guard in the market: VPN, Global Protect, and the other things. He just like, for example, you get into the system. The first is that Global Protect, your VPN system. What is VPN? VPN is the first level protect. The VPN that you people are knowing is just you are using it to accessing some websites. But what is the VPN? What is the real use of VPN? It is the first level security guard for you. You are not able to access the VPN. You are not able to access the network. You are not able to access the computer. You can't access anything important data inside it. So in SQL injection, you have for the VPN, you have paste. You just type your user ID and your password, and it is done. But in the background, what it is going on, it's 0 and 1. When you just enter your email ID and your password, it is true command for him. He lets you in. You have just typed a false password. It is a false command for the system. So everything is still revolving around 0 and 1. So with any type of SQL command, select or anything, you have proved the system. The command that he's not looking. You are writing, for example, my name is Mayank. I am using my username Mayank and password is like something xyz.com, xyz. So when I type Mayank and xyz, do you think the computer is reading MAYANK and XYZ? No, he's just reading only one thing, 0 and 1. It is true. Let him in. It is false. Don't let him. So instead of that, someone tried to write the command in form of SQL, like select star, select something, which like, for example, there is. I will show you some. I will just talk about some. And I will let you know one thing. SQL injection only can be performed when we have the access of few data. Directly, you can't perform the SQL injection. Like, he needs to prove that he is true. Basic SQL examples I will show you. I have something in the laptop also. Let me just. How I will explain you SQL. Anyone who doesn't know SQL, let me know. You can say it. Otherwise, if anyone doesn't know the SQL, then only I will explain you in layman term. Otherwise, I will go for the just a descriptive manner. I think everyone has the basic knowledge of SQL, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is when you go for the SQL? SQL is like what? It means if you want to do any modification in a stored system, you go for the SQL, right? You want to change the data, you can select you want to search something, you want to delete something, you want to look for something, you go for that data. Like sometimes you say that you can also say that there is organized data and you are going to find it. The best example that is for you people is that you can say that in a library there are organization system, but you need to search a book from that. A librarian can get you that in few minutes. Why? Because everything there is organized. Dictionary, everything is organized and everything kept in a definite folder. आप लाइब्रेरी जाते हो तो आपको हर चीज ऑर्गेनाइज हुए मिलता है. साइंस के बुक्स इधर साइंस के साइड पे, फिजिक्स के बुक फिजिक्स के साइड पे, उसमें भी ईयर वाइज वो लोग सेट करके रहते हैं. मतलब व्हाट दे हैव डन, they have sorted the data basically. So वही है SQL, structured query language. Data is sorted into it. Now you are running basic commands to find it out. SQL अगर किसी को no one is knowing the SQL, I just give you the basic overview of the SQL first. What is SQL? So SQL is just about the organization of the data and getting fish to it, nothing more. Now, when we talk about the SQL injection, is that it's a hacking trick where someone try to get into your system by using some forcible, harmful command. Like you can say that you go somewhere and say that my name. I go somewhere and say that my name is Mayank. You just wear. For example, I just want to get into your college. I just have a very proficient, good formal looks with some bags, and I try to impersonify that I am some high level teachers into that. And I go into the reception and tell, my name is Mayank. I am here for the infections of the few things here. Can you please guide me into the cafeteria? There is 90% chance he will say, if I am a very good looking, in not in a face, not in a type of face, means well dressed, well behaved, and try to impersonify that I am someone at a high level. Receptionist will never cross question me. He will tell, okay, sir, come to the cafeteria. Why? Because I tricked her, na. I tricked her. I just try to you all people are in the complete mob और in the complete अब पूरे भीड़ में मैं थोड़ा अलग था. मैं जाके उसको कॉन्फिडेंटली बोला. तो वही होता है SQL injection. Actual injection in the SQL injection also the code tried to impersonify something else and try to gain unauthorized access of the data. Got it? Like you can say that 0 और 1 का ही सिस्टम समझ रहा है. अब कोई भी ट्रू कमांड है, we can run any true command here. We can show that it is true. Like for example, does anyone knows that what is the true command? I think anyone should also know what is the, if I will say what is the true command in terms of binary language which computer understands, so what is it?
True is 1 and false is 0, like that.
Yeah, true is 1 and false is 0. That is, but actual thing is that 1 equals to 1 equals to 1 equals to 1 is true, not only 1 is true. Okay. In terms of if you do the SQL injection now, you have to prove left equals to right, means 1 equals to 1, then only you can prove. So by any way you can prove it 1 equals to 1, then it can let you in, right? Hello.
Yes.
So what is that? So generally in SQL injection we have a checklist of lot of commands which try to impersonify the system names, system culture, and we attacked means in the same time we do multiple attacks into it. Now without credentials, like for example, there are many things that that are not doing in a daily life thing. Like if I have done a SQL injection, so I'll just run a command echo admin user, then echo domain, like say make some company name.
Facebook.
Okay. If we so generally what happens, Facebook is the established company. Any new company means established one but new company. I will show you. I think this information will be okay to share with you or not. Okay. Don't use it in a bad way, otherwise I will be not responsible for it. Every domain has one ID. Means again I will tell you the best hacking tool is Brave. Every organization has an ID and there is only one ID is common to every organization, that is admin ID. Admin@domain. So what is the first basic things in the SQL injection now? You just target the admin ID. You try to perform the admin ID. Like admin, you have to prove it. Admin@domain is true. You just write a code in name of it. Admin, select, echo it, recall it again and again, select it. And technically there are few frameworks which is vulnerable, which doesn't require authentication and everything else. At that place, you will pass it because they will think that you are admin ID, because the admin ID is in the form of admin at the rate DNS name. So you just use the query like you just select you just select any type. Means for example, you didn't know the username, okay, and you need to have access to it. You get into the system by any way. First, you need to get into the system. There are multiple ways to get into the system, okay, or you should know the address of the network. Then use the command like select stars from the users where username equals to admin or 1 = 1. That is the true command. Now there will be one admin ID for many domains. In an organization can't be made. Any organization in this world is not made without admin ID. There is admin ID. An admin ID is not related to something called password encrypted. The admin ID generally SSO login, single sign-on login. So you get into the system without getting the username and the password. You just use the select users from the username equals to admin. Sometimes what is the best thing in this command? Sometimes the admin ID is there, but the name is something different in front of it. Means impersonification you can talk about. It is the admin ID in the background, but in the personification it is something called Jaji at the rate domain xyz.com. But actually in the background it is working as the admin. It has the admin credentials into that, right? For example, what I'm trying to say, there is a person who has the access of admin ID. So when he is typing like Salini Gupta at the rate xyz.com, but in the background the computer is reading it as admin at the rate xyz.com because he has the admin privileges. He is the admin, she is the admin there. So when you run a basic SQL commands in the form of that admin at the rate.com, so not only he get he just internally phased it out and try to personify that he is the only that Salini, and he gets into the system. So I think SQL injection is okay to you. There are, in short, we can say that means try to think is that in order to have a SQL injection, you just try to tell the system, I am the admin, let me in, or rather I will destroy you. Means in a daily life, I told you, just if you go to some place and try have a failed raised according to the culture. For example, if you go to it will be a very good example. You wear a very good police uniform, a traffic police uniform, and you just tell anyone, don't go there. Will anyone question you? No, you have the uniform now. So no one, he will think that you are traffic police. He's not going to analyze, show me your ID and these things. And so in a real world frame, no one does. Yeah, very few people are there. You can say that one in a thousand who just will ask. Race 999 people. You say yes sir, sorry sir, I will not go from this side. I will go from that side. That is the SQL injection. It is try to impersonify that he's the only admin. He's the only user who is going to perform the things, and the system says, okay sir, you can you can get it into my system and have the access of the data. So this is the SQL injection. After that, there is a cross-site scripting. It is a simple thing. There, I think first you should know what is the script. A script is a basic code command. You can say that. It's a group of code which is generally get executed with the time frame. Let me give you one layman example for this also, so that you can relate with day-to-day life. Okay, like for example, you just discovered that you are a robot, okay, and someone by mistake by means you have just gave command a robot, go and fetch me a bottle of water. You went there. While taking the bottle of water, someone just deconfigure your robot and tell him and just gave him the command while delivering the water bottle, don't give him, just hit him on the head. So your robot has went to take the data, you went to take the bottle, but someone has malfunctioned it with some their way, their configuration, and he just came to you, and now instead of providing you a bottle, he hit you on your head. So what happened? So simply any malfunctioning has been done on the pathway. Similarly, it is like cross-site scripting. Websites looks normal, but it is secretly carrying a script with someone else. What he will do, I will just do, I have already mentioned in the starting times, like you are directed to a website which has a downtime, which is taking 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds to read the data and provide you the data. So in that 30 seconds, 40 seconds, he's just capturing your thing only, the cookie session and all. So you can say that cross-site scripting are generally used to steal your cookies data. Fake login forms generally are made to steal the data and all. Also, many of you are downloading the movie, so it directs you 5 to 6 websites. What he's doing? He's doing access only. I think this part has everyone has faced, like when you are getting into websites, movie websites, and you are getting directed into 3 to 4 websites. When it is getting redirected, what is that? Redirect to your malicious. It is redirecting to your malicious websites. That is a part of cross-site scripting only. Like when a person comes to your page, he clicks anywhere in the website. You just taste it not today after this session. You just get to that website, and just you click anywhere in the screen. It will redirect you on that another web page. It is a complete access. So accesses you can relate by this way with your daily life. Now the third thing is that cross-site request forgery means attacker tries to user with unwanted actions. Means these are the basic, a little bit of high term which need a more. It will take almost. I think I'm a bit tired also with the things. I will go for the questions Q&A sessions. Okay, it is the basic things what I have told you already. That is the understanding SQL injection attacks, password. It is getting vulnerable and all. I will give you the PPT. You go through that. I think you are better engineers there. So PPT. If you understood what I'm trying to understand, the PPT has no use. You can have it. You can have these snapshots from the internet also. I just made it for you to look the session so interactive and so good way. Cross-site scripting is the same way, like that I told you, is a common message JavaScript injected. Like if something has been done in the backend, that is send the victim cookies to the attacker. If the cookie contains a session ID, the attacker can log in the user. That is the bank that I told you, like you have opened some banking login ID in the background. Now you are trying to download some movie, and it is redirecting you into 2 to 3 websites, and you are just playfully clicking, oh, I have to click 3 times, then I can download the movie. No, brother, you are just selling your data for that movie download. You are just redirected 3 times the websites and given your cookies data 3 times to the user. So these are the day-to-day example of cross-site scripting. Now the other web tracing key stages like reconnaissance, scanning, exploitation, reporting. These are the common things that you use. Means reconnaissance is all about the getting the information. Scanning is like now you have get the information and now you are analyzing like what are the often vulnerabilities there. Now exploitation is that after getting the vulnerabilities, you get into the vulnerabilities like I can get something or not, or common targets has been done. After that, you report it professionally. These are the web penetration testing key stages. But to be true, let me aware with your real working system. All these things can be performed by tool, but that apart from tools, when you come on the real field. Now that we have gone to a very advanced stage, everything you are looking is looking completely safe, but it is not safe. We have to things like very different way. These are the basic tools that I have already, which can easily be mapped and which can easily be used. If anyone want to use this tool and understand this tool, you can ping me in the anywhere in the say. I will just give you a proper roadway. I have made my own documents that I generally share in the induction platform to the newcomers who come to our company. So like how you can do this and how you can do that. What is I think the other base.
Can I ask some questions?
Yeah, we can start our question sessions. That will be more better. That is more better. Yeah.
Yeah. So can I ask?
Yeah, sure. Tell me.
Sir, as you have told, right, that you came to the different kinds of vulnerabilities, like the
Yeah.
SQL injection, then CSRF and all those. But
Mhm.
for example, while observing any target platform, right, uh, now I got the few endpoints, like few links and all, but
Okay.
how to, decide to which endpoint or to which link you will hunt. Like, what happens? We get thousands of links, so we don't know how
Okay.
to hunt for that, right?
Means you get a thousand of links.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me understand the scenario first. You get a thousand of links. Now, what you want to do with that links?
Now, uh, now, sir, I want to hunt for a particular vulnerability, like CSRF, then XSS and all. But how do you, judge to which endpoint you will like hunt for that particular vulnerability so that the chances are very high to get.
Let me think if I am not wrong. You are thinking that you get thousand of links, right? Now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to know what type of activity you will perform in order to get that, in order to steal the data, or you in order to have the access to the information, right? There are multiple types of
Yeah.
attacks in the market. Got it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Like for example, when you link, what type of attacks you are going to perform with the links, it depends on the links first thing. Like what type of links you have. Okay, you have to analyze the link first, and what type of method you are going to perform for the attack. Long term, how I will make you understand.
Like I get the different wayback URLs also, but like how should I approach it? Like I have asked few people who are in this field. They have told me that go for those links which has more number of endpoints or features. So what is meant by that? I don't understand actually.
What you told, let go for the endpoints.
Yeah, go for the endpoints which has most number of features.
Most number of features. No, no,
Yeah,
no. Actually, that is not the proper method. Okay, that is something or else. You need to, like, you have a thousand. You need to realize first thing. Start from the basics. Like you have got a thousand links. Okay,
yeah,
first analyze the DNS. Like first, like you can't perform the activity on the thousand link. Whenever you come to the real life or real frame hacking activities or any type of cybersecurity activities, now the important thing is that time. You have to perform the things in a more shorter way. You have to divide the things. So out of thousand links, what I will do, if you give me thousand links and you ask me how, which in which link I need to enter, so what I will do, first I will bifurcate all the thousand links. What I will do, I will just paste all the I will so I am just giving you the real example what I am doing. Okay, I will copy all the IP, means all the link, and paste it in the Excel. Okay, then I will go to the data limiter and I will separate it from the dot. Now what I get the host name and I get the domain name. Now I will put it control F filter. Okay, After putting the control F, yeah, or you can say that you can filter it out. You just put out filter there, drop down the filter, and now you will see out of that 1,000 links, it has been divided into 7 to 8 because the domain name, some with the .com, .org, .something, .something, .something. Now do one thing, bifurcate it with the domain name. Now put a pivot on it. Once you pivot it, you will get in out of the 1,000 different URLs, how many are from the common host names. Go for the hits. When you pivot, what is the benefit of doing pivot? I will tell you. When you pivot it, you will get from a single domain how many hits you observe. So first go for the number. Once you get like from .xyz.com, from this domain out of 1,000 you have 300 URLs. With .abc.com we have 400 URLs. So now you are analyzing 1,000 URLs. Now after doing that pivot system, are you understanding, going through it, or should I write it in the chat? Buddy, actually the thing is that the things that we are looking for, the endpoint and all, that is the reconnaissance only. When you are performing real life time, reconnaissance is not. You have to analyze it. Like first is that filtering of data.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have to filter the data first. You didn't have the time to analyze how you will filter the data. Copy the data and paste in the Excel sheet. Okay. Then go for the delimiter. Any URLs contains of dot, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go for hacking is very simple. Yeah, it's not like a go endpoint and something. It's a very simple term. Go for the simple. When you will do live hacking, when you will know hacking, it is very simple. Go for the delimiter. Separate it with. I've been writing also so that you can have a better. Separate it with some dot. Okay. So when you separate it with the dot, now the front side of the host, that is called as host name, is separate and DNS is separate. Now arrange the data as per the DNS. Now out of that you will observe when you are searching, now earlier you are searching in the 1,000 data. Now it has been bifurcated into 9 to 10 different DNS. Now start analyzing from the DNS. Okay, this is a better way. No endpoint is there, nothing is there. Try to analyze the DNS. Now among the DNS, you go from which DNS you are getting the greatest number of hits. The more number of hits are there, the more vulnerable it is. Means that particular out of 1,000, if you are getting from 300 hits from a website, what does it mean? It means that it is more vulnerable, more easy to penetrate. So what you choose first, like for example, you have 2 cupcakes. One cupcake is in your fridge and another cupcake in your maternal uncle fridge, which is 5 kilometers away from it. In order to have the cupcake, you will go to 5 kilometers away, or you will just open your fridge and have the cupcake.
Open the fridge and the cupcake.
Similarly, so out of 1,000 URLs, when you get like on xyz.com, you get 400 hits. It means that particular website is more vulnerable. 400 times data has been compromised. That's why it has in your list. Now you just take that particular domain and start using your basic methodology. Try the reconnaissance, try the hackbox, try the SQL one. Now first select the target. And how you will select the target? From the information. No endpoints, nothing. Go paste the data in the Excel. Try to find the common points. What is common out of 1,000? What is the best common thing in the 1,000? Means which is the best common thing in the 1,000? That is the best thing to attack. That is more vulnerable to the system. Got my point?
Yes, sir. Let me tell you what I do while doing while hunting or while doing the reconnaissance part. Like at first I find the subdomains. Then
Okay.
I find the subdomains which are live.
Okay.
Live subdomains I
Okay.
found. I bifurcate those two subdomains. Then I
Okay.
apply different techniques, like I use webback URLs as a tool in
Okay.
Kali Linux, and apart
Okay.
from that, I also use uh, yeah, different types of tools, like sublister, subfinder I use for finding the
Guys, it's already 8. I will not try. There is no issue with that. I completely get your point. You are started a threat hunting part. I got the point. You are trying to analyze the data and all with some methodology. You connect with me, and the thing is that you send me artifacts related to that, some snapshot related to that. Then we will have a discussion on it, and anything required, we can have a chat on it because it's already 8, and I'm also a bit tired of speaking a lot of things to you.
Yes, sir. I think we should shift this to another session. The questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with it. Meanwhile, if anyone else has some questions interesting, I will just take it. Anyone? We can extend the session for 5 more minutes.
Sir, I do have a couple of questions.
You are not audible, buddy. Yeah,
Sir, can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, tell me.
Hi, sir. I'm Arvind, second year grad in cybersecurity.
Okay.
What are the certifications do you recommend for me, sir?
Okay, if you are going for a certifications, go for the basic certifications. Like uh, to have the thing, to have a overview of the things, or to have the understanding of the things. What are the most basic things which you do? You need to know the network, buddy. What are the things are means the thing is that in order to know the path, you need to know how to walk, right? So you need the confirmation of first. Go for the Professor Macer's Network Security. There is a course in the open internet, Professor Macer's Network Security ones. Okay, it is free to the domain. Don't go for the YouTube. It has very organized way. Let me show you. I think. Professor Macer's. Yeah, this is the link. First, go there, buddy. Read it. It has very organized way of the course structure. Professormasters.com. This is the website. Go here. Just asking many things is there. So start from the networking. Go for the networking. Understand the networking. After that, of now, what you want to do? You want to be some. There are many domains now in cybersecurity. You have to analyze the domains, like what your interest is, in which field you have the interest. Any tips on the LinkedIn? Okay, I will go there. So go for the easy certifications. Go for the easy certifications, because when you do the easy certification, it will motivate you. It will give you the motivations and all, and it will also give you the proper knowledge of the things which are going on in the market. So go for the easy certifications like Computer Security Plus, CEH. There are few certifications in the market also which can easily accessed, like NS01, NS02. And the most interesting part is then go for the basics, understand it, learn it. After there are many things, there are many terms which you will get the market. Like the thing is that earning a certificate and gaining a knowledge and earning a certificate are two different things. You earn a certificate, it will expire in 1 year. You now learn it and earn the certificate. Why I'm telling this? When you get the certifications, na, you will study for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. You are not going to. You just want to do. अरे भाई certification करके निकालते हैं. So you will get a dump easily in the market, easily in the network system. So you will go read that 800 to 900 questions, and you will go and do the certification. Instead of that, learn it, understand it. Now, if your certification expires also, what it will do? It will have no impact. You have the knowledge. Now you don't need a certification. You have that. So certification is all about knowing the things. Doing certification is not a big thing, because every certification, cybersecurity certification has an expiry of 1 year, 2 year, right? So this is the thing. Go for the basics. First, understand the network fundamentals. Then go for the CEH or some second CompTIA Security Plus, or you can go the NS01, 02. These are the free two networking certifications that are free and is valuable in the market.
Yes, sir, one last question. If you are
Yeah.
hiring a fresher, what are the
Yeah.
qualities that you will check?
If we are hiring the freshers, the basic thing, in any company, if anyone is hiring the freshers, first thing that we can see, he has a brain. If we make him understand anything, he can learn in that. Means communication skills is the very best part. You need to be very good in the communication skills because, and second, there are two type of communication skills. Speaking English is not an important thing. Making other understand your English is the most important thing. That the current hiring people and the current newcomers which are coming to the industry is not so liable. We are telling, and the thing is that whenever you go for something, you just personify very simple and very straightforward yourself, your views, your thoughts, what you're doing, and so confidence. If you're not knowing, say directly not knowing. If you're saying I'm knowing, I'm knowing, you're saying that I knows it, but I am not able to deliver it right now. Just say it frankly, because all the things which matters is not your knowledge, because no one is knowing everything, but to express it. You need to be very good in expressing your things in a very properly manner. These are the few things that you need to know have the internet, because at the end of the day every company knows that the framework, the tools that we are working on is not is not means easy for them, is not available for them to learn it from the market. What we are looking for, the person is good in networking, good in operating system, and has the active mindset to, well, he has the ability to think and respond something which can be crafted in his own mind, not reading or learning from anywhere. This is the best and the main point for getting hired in anywhere, from Google to CTCS. This is the best common. This is a common thing which every hiring team or looking is generally looks for, like the person is active or not. Understood?
Sir, yes, sir. Is that skills are secondary and the ability to understand anything is the first thing, sir?
skills skills in the secondary, because skills are the things which are going to make you eligible for them. You are very skillful but you are not able to think it. You will learn all the skill, but in interview you saw that you are just in interview there are many questions that are not anywhere written or anything, because interviewer is also a person who doesn't know everything. Okay, so the thing is that skill set is also important, but the most important thing is to show the interviewer that I have a fresh working brain which can think and which can apply the implementation according to the scenario. Means my brain is active. The first thing you have to improve, that you have to prove in the interview, which most other people doesn't do. If you ask, they are just read it, learn it, and deliver it. Means just have a confidence in yourselves and just show them, yeah, maybe I am not knowing the things, but once you told me or once you guide me, I can learn the things and deploy it easily. This is the overall motive of the interview. You don't know the things is not a question. If I make you understand, you can deploy it. If you can make that feel to the interviewer, he will take you. No way, there is no way any phrases will get ignored after showing the things, like whatever the domain or whatever the things that person belongs to, he can implement the thing. He know the basics. What are the things? Like if I will take it if I will take you in my company, I will just go. I will not go. What is SQL injection? What is annual? I will just say what do you think about the cybersecurity and what do you think? I will just ask him the real scenario. Like there are a few database and you have to analyze it. Like the questions he asked, her 1,000 URLs. I will give him like, yeah, 1,000 URLs. You need to do the basic filtering. Now it is not related to SQL. It is a common sense. There is 1,000 URLs. Then first thing you have to do the filtering out. You can't analyze 1,000 URLs. You have to bifurcate it into 3 to 4 systems. You have now 1,000 different systems. You have to compress into 4 to 5 systems. It can be done when you have active brain, right? You have to think how to sort the things, how to easy the things.
Yes, sir. Basically, a problem solving skills.
Obviously, where you go, it's a problem solving thing. Either you are an auto driver or you are a software engineer or you are a CEO of things. Problem solver is the only one who is ruling the market, right? Auto driver also earns more than lakhs in a month if he has a brain, and a good person is also running a lakhs a month. Means the thing is that what everyone is looking for an active brain. You just prove that you have an active brain, and that active brain has the applicability to that skills also. It doesn't mean that you are going for a interview into Google and you doesn't know anything about the coding. Means you should have a basic overview of that, and after that you can prove them, like you can apply it.
Understood, sir. Thank you for your valuable time, sir.
But now I am tired. What
Yes,
the
sir.
rest of the
Okay.
question?
I think we can conclude our Q&A segment and continue again some another day whenever you're free, sir. On behalf
Yeah,
of the
sure.
Code Crafters, on behalf of the Code Crafters team and all the participants, I'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to you, Mr. Mayank Kumar. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today and sharing your wealth of knowledge and experience. And let's all give a virtual big round of applause for Mr. Mayank Kumar.
So one last
Okay.
question, like not related
Yeah.
to cybersecurity. Like I will reach out to you. So when are you free? About the next session, I want to ask.
Buddy, currently I need a coffee.
Yeah,
My
sure,
brain is dead.
sir. Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
My brain. No, tomorrow. Actually, the thing is that you need. I will just check my schedules. The thing is that I have a lot of activities going on here also.
Yeah.
So I will, for the next sessions, I will choose a some slot,
Okay.
and in that slot I will show you something interesting, like what is not this type of descriptive. We have a descriptive session.
Yeah.
I think 90% of you are thinking ye kya ho raha hai, ye kya hai, I can learn in the
Yeah,
Google
maybe
only. I will.
practical things. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that for the practicality, I need a better time slots. I need to get off from the office. I will go for the weekends in that, because you can't carry in a. We have a very secure culture. When you are working in a cyber security, you can't take your personal things into the system. It is not like other software companies and all. So that is the reason I will go for weekend. I tried that. I just reached my home there, but here is heavy raining in the Gurgaon, so I am not able to reach the home. That's why I'm not able to show you an map and everything. These are the basic things. I will show you something different, something made by own. Wait, let me show you one thing. Like this is the Flipper Zero that I am using today. Like this type of tools which is not common in the system, like how to have the Flipper Zero, how to get it connected with the IPS and IDS. Means the real hacking that we are performing now is not like a bookish method. What all that is listed on this, these are for the terminology that are saturated till BTech level. But when you go for the daily life implementation and the practical implementation, is very different from the basic things. That's why I'm telling you there is only best hacking tool, based reconnaissance tools is your brain and your common sense. In cybersecurity, I have been more than 5 years in the cybersecurity domain. I have a last year paper in cybersecurity only. So what I have learned till now is that there are a lot of methods, there are a lot of things, but all are connected to one thing: your mentality to think how to analyze and sort it out. That's all. Okay, I think there are only 16 people left. Okay, thanks to all. Let's connect on the LinkedIn and team. Just share if you have any communication platform. Share the LinkedIn and my communication, my mode of communication with them. We will connect there, and we will have something. If you want some books and all everything, I can give you everything. Just ping me there. I will have another sessions. That session will be quite interactive and quite wonderful, because in that I will be performing live hacks, live hacking and live labs. I will also show you the labs. I have more than 50 plus labs till now. Okay.
Okay, sir, your profiles will be shared with everybody. And once again, thank you so much. And we hope to have the pleasure of hosting you again soon. And also,
Okay.
thank you everybody who joined us today. Stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of cybersecurity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, team.
Thank you, sir, for joining.
Okay. Thank you, team. I'm dropping off.